Priya. I'm Mrs. Welcome. How are you today?
Good.
Are you a little nervous today? Yeah? I'm sorry. Do you know who I am?
The school counselor
Yeah, do you know what the school counselor does?
makes people feel good about themselves.
Okay, kind of, yeah. We help people with their problems, like with what they're maybe going through. And I heard that you are a really good student.
I try to be.
Yeah, I heard that you usually get straight A's, and I also heard that you're really involved in sports. What sports do you like to play?
I like softball, basketball, volleyball. Used to be into soccer, not much anymore.
So you like volleyball, basketball, and softball, but you don't really like soccer anymore. How come you don't really like soccer anymore?
I don't know.
Well,
I kind of just started volleyball and I kind of just forgot about soccer and
okay.
life got overwhelming.
Well, is there something special? Is there a special reason that you really like basketball more than soccer? Does it have to do with anybody in particular or anything like that?
Well, it's a lot easier for
Okay. How's it easier?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay to be nervous.
really
It's
know.
okay to giggle.
I don't really know.
Okay. Well, do you know why your teacher wanted you to come see me today? Do you have any idea about that?
Not really. My grades started to drop. That's it.
Okay, so your grades started to drop, and that's not normal for you? Or is it normal for you?
It's not normal.
Okay. So is there maybe something going on? Because I know that Mrs. Packard was really worried about you, and she really wanted you to come talk to me. Is there something going on maybe that is causing your grades to drop a little bit?
At home, my parents got in an argument, and they're getting in a divorce. And it's because my dad cheated on my mom.
Wow. Okay, well, so it sounds like your parents are going through some stuff, and that's causing you to have a hard time at school. Okay.
But I mean, I can't blame them. They're my parents, and I don't know how they're feeling. I'm just worried about them.
Okay. Well, and that totally is understandable. You're worried about your parents. That makes sense that you would be worried about them when they're having a hard time. It sounds like the problems at home have actually made it harder for you to concentrate when you're at school. You know what? I think that would probably be really hard for me too if I was going through the same thing that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
What's something that you think that you can do at school that would help you to get your grades back up, even though this hard stuff is happening at home?
I think that I can probably try to focus more on school and not as much as worrying about my parents while I'm not with them.
Okay. What kinds of things do you think you could do that would help you to be able to focus at school?
Try to get my mind off it and get help with my schoolwork maybe.
Okay.
Just to help me get back on track.
Okay. That sounds like a really good plan to me. Mrs. Packard teaches you what subjects?
History and ELA.
Okay. What are your favorite subjects?
Math and science.
Okay. Do you have a harder time in history and ELA?
Yeah.
You do? So are your grades dropping in math and science as well, or are they only dropping in history and ELA?
Mostly in history and ELA, but a little bit in both.
Okay. So why do you think they're mostly dropping in history and ELA? What's different about those classes compared to math and science?
Well, I already struggle with them most, and
Okay.
I guess it's just a lot harder, especially when I'm not fully focused.
So you're in the middle of class, and how are you becoming unfocused? Like, what's happening during class that's causing you to become unfocused?
Well, like, I guess because it's like quiet and like it's just kind of hard, like not thinking about things,
Okay.
and like then you start thinking about like how hard it is, and then like you get off track and you kind of just disfocus. Like you just are completely on a different like mind of focus.
Okay. So you're in class, and you have some quiet time, and in that quiet time, what you're saying is you start to think about other things.
Yeah, and then it like stresses you out, and then you look at your grades and it's like, oh wow, I really need to get this up, and then it's like, I feel like I should help my parents, and then yeah.
Okay. Well, I understand why you would feel like you should help your parents, but you have to understand that what's going on between them is not your fault, and it's not your job to fix that for them. But it is your job when you're at school to try your best to focus in class, even when hard things are going on at home. So let's try to come up with a plan of what could you do? What could you do when you're in class when you notice that you're starting to become unfocused? What could you do to get yourself back on track?
I don't know.
Is there like something that helps you to be focused when you're in class?
Not that I can think of. I mean, like, maybe I could, like, just try to, like, completely restart and just, like, take a few deep breaths and just be like, you're fine. It's cool. Don't have to worry about home.
I think that sounds like a great plan. So the plan that I'm hearing from you is that you want to, once you notice you're getting off focus and getting distracted, you're going to talk to yourself and say, Priya, it's time to focus. Take a few deep breaths, and then try to refocus on whatever the lesson is that's taking place that day in class.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to meet again to talk about what's going on and just kind of see if you're doing better with your grades and with your focus?
Yeah, maybe next week?
Yeah. Actually, do you want to come back during this elective period so that you're not missing any of your academic classes since you're kind of falling a little bit behind in your academics? I don't really want to pull you out of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll meet next Wednesday at 2 o'clock during your electives. I'll let Mrs. Packard know. She'll already know you're coming down. And we'll just kind of see how it's working with you, taking your deep breaths, refocusing yourself, and getting back on track. And I'll also talk to Mrs. Packard to see if she's noticed a little bit of a change too.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you for coming in today. It was really nice talking to you.